Morning light filters through rows of battered hoods and crushed roofs as the yard begins to hum to life. Towering stacks of vehicles, their once shiny paint faded to dull steel, create a forest of worn-out shells. A convoy of flatbed trucks rumbles in, engines idling, carefully maneuvering between narrow lanes carved through metal giants. The foreman raises a hand, guiding each truck to its designated unloading bay. Workers in safety gear dismount, their boots clanking against concrete, as they wheel carts of tools to every vehicle. In the distance, the clang of metal against metal echoes like distant thunder, signaling the start of a massive transformation. Engines are disconnected first, sometimes still slick with oil stains that tell stories of long miles, and engine roars now silenced forever. Hydraulic lifts hiss, lifting car bodies high enough for workers to slide beneath. Specialized teams handle each model differently. Sedans are first drained of fluids, SUVs get airbags carefully removed, and hatchbacks have their batteries lifted out with insulated gloves. Underneath, transmissions wait to be separated from frames. Every click and click of wrenches blends into a mechanical symphony as valuable components are boxed for resale. This dance of dismantling is both precise and fast, ensuring that no usable part goes to waste. Once fluid extraction is complete, bodies glide onto conveyor belts where small cranes pull out doors and bumpers like petals from a blooming flower. Radiators, catalytic converters, and fuel injectors are carefully pried free, each placed into clearly labeled bins. A pair of magnets sweeps across floors, attracting stray nuts, bolts, and metal shards. Nothing is left behind. Overhead, a digital tracker logs every part's origin and status, updating a central dashboard that optimizes parts inventory for resale or recycling. As each piece finds its temporary home, the worker's efficiency becomes apparent, an orchestrated flow where human skill meets automated precision. Beyond the parts yard, hulking shredder jaws await their prey. Entire car bodies are fed into a mouth of spinning steel teeth that grinds and tears metal into fist-sized chunks. Sparks fly, and the roar of crushing metal reverberates through the yard. A cloud of dust and metal fragments drifts upward before filters capture almost every particle. This monumental machine reduces hulks to manageable scrap, ready for further refinement. The sheer power of the crusher hints at the scale of recycling. One car can be transformed in under a minute, reducing mountains of abandoned vehicles to piles of recyclable metal. Once shredded, the metal pieces travel on vibrating screens and high-speed conveyors. Powerful magnets separate ferrous from non-ferrous fragments, iron and steel clinging to magnets, aluminum and copper falling away. Fiber optics carry live data on purity levels to control rooms, where technicians adjust magnet strength and conveyor speed in real time. Each alloy type ends up in its own bin, destined for smelting into new sheet metal or engine blocks. Watching this process, you see both art and science, the precise calibration of magnetic fields and the elegant choreography of machines working in unison. Plastic bumpers, dashboards, and glass windshields take a different journey. Conveyors feed them into specialized grinders and crushers designed for non-metal materials. Glass is ground into sand like granules to be melted down again, plastics are shredded and pelletized for reuse in molding new parts, and rubber tires go to pyrolysis units that break them down chemically. Each material stream, plastic, glass, rubber, moves through filtration and purification stations, ensuring contaminants are removed before they rejoin manufacturing cycles. You witness a near-perfect loop of resource recovery, where nearly everything finds a new purpose. Environmental specialists roam the site, checking spill containment zones and monitoring filtered runoff. Any accidental fluid spills from a leaking car are captured in graded trenches that lead to treatment tanks. Here, oils are skimmed off, water is filtered, and hazardous fluids are neutralized before any release. Solar panels on nearby roofs power automated sensors and e-ink displays showing real-time environmental quality metrics. The junkyard becomes more than a scrapyard, it transforms into a model of sustainable recycling, balancing industrial might with ecological care. Behind the scenes, logistics teams coordinate with metal mills and parts warehouses. Baled steel is strapped into bundles and loaded onto freight trucks while separate shipments of copper and aluminum head to dedicated smelters. GPS-tracked containers leave on strict schedules, optimizing transport routes to minimize emissions. Warehouse managers use AI to predict demand for salvaged engines, transmissions, and body panels, ensuring that every reusable piece moves swiftly to customers or assembly lines. The entire junkyard functions as a central node in a vast network of global reuse. Inside a quiet control room, rows of monitors display live feeds from every part of the yard, from shredders to dismantling bays. Operators adjust machine settings, reroute conveyor belts, and schedule maintenance with a few taps. Predictive analytics flag when a crusher tooth needs replacement or when a magnet strength dips below optimum levels. It feels like the buzzing heart of a living ecosystem, machines, data, and humans in concert to turn yesterday's cars into tomorrow's raw materials. By sunset, the yard shifts into cleanup and preparation for the next day. Silica dust filter covers are cleaned, parts bins are restocked, and all equipment undergoes a safety inspection. Workers gather for a quick debrief, sharing tips on process improvements and celebrating milestones, like smashing the previous day's recycling tonnage record. As the final tow truck exits, carrying yet another hulk towards the crushers, the yard grows still. Under floodlights, the silhouette of stacked cars stands as proof that even in destruction, there is creation, a world continuously reborn from metal and rubber, ready for its next life.